Hello dear student, in the last videos I have explained the complete chapter. In this video we have a small recap of the chapter. The main points I want to discuss with you again so that there will be no confusion anywhere. Richard S. Albright grew up in Reading in Pennsylvania. In kindergarten, Albright collected butterflies. I will not going to explain each and every point because already I have explained in others videos. His mother would take him on trips, bought him telescope, microscope, cameras, mountain materials and other material required for learning because he has a keen interest in learning things, new things. That's why his mother bought many things for him so that he could learn many things. By the time he was in second grade, Albright had collected all 25 species of butterfly found around his hometown. 25 kind of species were there of butterflies, and he had collected all the species of butterfly when he was in only second grade. His mother gave him a children book called The Travels of Monarch X. That was a very important book for him because from there he got the interest in monarch butterflies. That book, which told him monarch butterfly migrate to Central America, opened the world of science to Richard. At the end of the book, readers were asked to tag butterfly for research by Dr. Frederick Akuhart of the University of Toronto, Canada. Then at the end of the book there was a quote written that after reading if you have interest in monarch butterfly, then you will tag the butterflies and give the information to Dr. Akuhart. For several years, his basement was home to thousands of monarchs in different stages of development. He would catch a female monarch, take her eggs and raise them in his basement through their life cycle, from egg to caterpillar to pupa and to adult butterfly. You know the process of butterfly, the life process. In country science fair, his entry was slides of frog tissue, which he showed under a microscope. And there he learned about real experiments, because when he had seen the other participants experiment, he also knew about the real experiments from there. From his 8th grade project, Albright tried to find the cause of a viral disease that kills nearly all monarch caterpillars every few years. Though that project was not successful when he kept the caterpillar with other butterflies, but definitely the project got a position. The next year, his science fair project was testing the theory that viceroy butterflies copy monarch. So that they can hide themselves and birds would not eat them. This project was placed first in zoology division and third overall in the country science fair. There he won third place for zoology. Indirectly, it also led to his new theory on the life of cells. This project obtained first place in the country fair and entry into the International Science and Engineering Fair. In his second year in high school, Richard Albright began the research that led to his discovery of an unknown insect hormone that was there on the butterflies' spots, and that hormone helped the development of the butterflies. Now, the importance of the title. No other title could have suited this biographical chapter, because you have seen from young age to the adult age the life of a scientist, why he become a successful scientist, that you know very well. From his young age he tried to learn new things. The author has given insight into different stages of reptile growth as a scientist. He has told about his keenness to achieve something in the field of science and his entire efforts. His willpower was there. He is hardworking. he want to learn things. These things help to become a good scientist, and that you have already seen in the chapter also. He has also told what qualities an upcoming scientist must possess. That also was mentioned in the last paragraph of the what are the qualities that was necessary for a scientist, that also mentioned there. So because of these points, we can see that the title is very important and it was a suitable title for the chapter. Thank you.